what's up? It's E-Wall. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thereal3_wall. And just a little peek on the inside of my life.
First thing first, it can get worse before it get better. Dripping on these hoes like a faucet, I make them wetter. I'm the really that what they told me, I ain't have to tell them. Certified everywhere I go, got these niggas jealous.
I feel like it's a style of today, but at the same time I'm different because I try to stay away from the violence. Everybody want to talk about guns and shooting and basically the same thing. I try to make my own lane for myself and make sure that I stand out. Well, my name is Wallace, aka E-Wall. You know, I'm from a small city from Mississippi called Quitman. Population at the most about 3,000, so everybody really know each other for real. Anything go on, everybody know. You do any little thing, it spread like wildfire. When I was 8 years old, my mom passed away, and so I grew up with my grandma until like the 12th grade. Then I moved with my pops, and then he went back to work, so I went to college. I went to college for 2 years, but then I dropped out because I wanted to pursue my music career and actually make some money. So I started working on the pipeline, and he brought me out there with him. So we worked together and invest in the music, and we're going full-fledged all the way. Well, my mom's side of the family, they all were singers, and my dad's side of the family, they was rappers, so I had it in my blood. And through high school, well, all of school, I was in band, and they just put more in me. So it's really natural. My first song I ever made, I was 12. Well, I didn't make it completely all by myself. One day my pops he was in the studio, and I came to him like, I want to make a song, and he helped me write my first song. And after that, I just took off with it. Everywhere for real. It's Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, whatever platform you prefer, you can go get it. My lyrics, every song I write comes with vibes. Like, however I'm feeling at the time, that's what I'm gonna write about. And I try to make sure I stay true to myself regardless of what, of anything. When I first started rapping, like, when I first started actually taking it serious, kinda sorta in high school, that's when like Chief Keef was coming out, and I really tried to follow in that trend, but now I try to be a trendsetter and start my own way, my own lane, so I can be different from anybody else, where you gotta respect it. My dream venue, I really want to go on Ellen. I feel like that's where the money is for real. I want to be on TV. My bigger influences in the music industry, I say Future, cause that's the only person I really listen to besides myself. Like, yeah, I say Future, cause his style is out this world, and I feel like my music is out this world. I try to actually talk about something and keep it positive, regardless of what, regardless of anything. If I can give me a song with Future, E Ent Metro Boomin, or Weezy, the producer Weezy, yeah, I feel like that'll be it. That's how I know right then I'm on. Or T.I. I like T.I. too. Me and my cousin, Young Tony, we had to do a show in Atlanta, and it was me, him, my cousin Liberace, my cousin Money. We all had to perform. And when we went on stage, it was like everybody before us, the crowd was just chilling, like they weren't doing nothing. But when we went on stage, everybody turned up, like everybody jumping. And I felt, that's like the first time I got the taste of how it's really gonna be for real. And from then on, like I knew what I want to do. It's no more playing. My last performance, it was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We had, me and my cousin Young Tony had to open up for, what's his name? Finesse 2 Times, yeah. And it was, they had, I want to say, they had like a blood day or something like that. So everybody there was in red, and we was gonna say, I just happened to have some red on. But when we went on stage, we performing like they wasn't doing nothing. They were just looking. But it turned out after the show, everybody came up to us. They were like, they fuck with it, so that was that. What made me first come to Cleveland was really work. Like, we had got a job up here, and this was like last, I want to say last April, and we've been out here ever since. Like my hometown, you can do music and everybody I know, but here it's much bigger and more opportunity. Like you can blow up in that town, back in my hometown, and nobody still never hear you for real. But here, if you blow up, you can make some noise for real. First time I got into the studio, the first studio I ever been to, like big studio, it was in Alabama. Yeah, it was in Alabama, and my homeboy, he my homeboy now, his name Mojo, we were recording there. My first time recording there, I was nervous, like, it was my first time around different people. When you get in there, vibe with different people, you don't know how they gonna like your music. But I learned, you feel me, you just gotta go with your flow and don't care what nobody think. You gotta do you, and they gonna respect you. Coming up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I got a show on March 31st, and I gotta go against some people, but I feel like it's gonna be easy for real. I ain't even trying to be cocky or nothing, but it's gonna, yeah. Most of the time I write. Sometimes I come in here, I come in the studio and just punch in. But most of the time it depends on the instrumental and how I'm feeling that day. Like if I feel like I need to sink into that beat more, I'll write it. And when I write, I'll take like 3 to 4 days for real, because I like to, get in deep, get in depth with it. Most of the time, if you hear a song and you hear Wild Time in the beginning, you know it's me. You gonna hear it. It's gonna be stuck with you. Okay, yeah. Right now I'm still working on my first mixtape, Wild High Demand. It's coming out soon. I ain't got no exact date on it because I want to make sure it's perfect and for the fans to real life be able to put it on repeat and so it can go everywhere, so everybody can relate to it, and it's gonna be out this world for real. Honestly, I've been working on this project for about a year, and I'll make a song, and I feel like they deserve to go on there more than that, but it's really a mix of new and old songs for real that nobody still haven't heard, because I stopped dropping everything just to build my catalog or whatever. So it's gonna be one to remember for sure. My main artist growing up listening to was Tupac, like Tupac, 50 Cent, T.I. So I'm really like an old school person for real, cause I'd rather prefer to listen to Tupac more than a Lil Uzi Vert. I mean, some of them, I feel like once they get mainstream, they just say anything and just, they'll have some hit songs, but most of the time I really can't vibe with it, honestly. No hating intended. My pop started the name because it's me, him, and my little brother, Ears, Ear, and Ear. That's 3 E's. Right there, that's self-explanatory for real. Tripple E Entertainment. I feel like we got a talent. I feel like we got a lot of talent, but most of the time we overlook because it's a little small country state for real. Like, people really just don't make it out. When I performed in Law, my little cousin, I ain't even want to perform for real. My little cousin, he seen this girl, and he went up to her. He told her I was a rapper. She didn't believe me. I guess she didn't believe him, but he called me over there, and she was like, "If you perform, I'll give you my number." So I went to perform, and I feel like that was stupid. I shouldn't have did it, but no, I got a number at the end of the day. I'll wake up. Honestly, I'm not a morning person for real. I'll wake up around 12, 1, brush my teeth, get started, and then come in the studio until like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Last track I worked on, this Codeine Crazy remix. I had to finish that up because it's going on the mixtape too. Everybody been asking about it every day in my DMs. Social media helped a lot because you really ain't gotta have a label for it. If you got a big following, you can sell whatever and people gonna follow you. You just gotta bring the fan base in. Future. Cause I feel like he has some catchy hooks, and anything he say, people gon' rock with it. And Kendrick Lamar too. I love Kendrick Lamar. You know, it's new faces, and really, if they'll rock with you harder out of state than sometimes in your hometown, cause you know when you in your hometown, you trying to do something positive. Everybody ain't gonna rock with the movement. But support come more from strangers than anybody else for real, and that's crazy. Yeah, I choose this over and over again. Like, I love it. I got a passion for this. My favorite artist, I say my cousin, Young Tony. Cause every time we in the studio, we just vibe. Cause we've been doing this since, like, that's who I really started working with for real. Like back in 2012. Ever since then, we've been rock solid with it. I feel like it needs saving. It needs saving because a lot of like the nigga 6ix9ine, I can't rock with that. Like the whole rainbow color hair and that. I feel like people just do stuff for attention, and I can't rock with it. Yeah, Future, that's the outlet. Wait, yeah, that's who people compare me to, Future, and people say I got a strong voice like Future, but sometimes when I be talking to people, they say I sound like Lil Yachty, but where do you hear this? Like, I don't get it. In 10 years, what? How old am I now? 20. I'm finna be 21. So, about 31, I really see myself a billionaire, like, cause I got so much planned, and if I execute every plan I got correctly, we finna take off in the next year or two. Yeah, you know, every family had problems. Me and my cousins, we didn't have problems, but business-wise, everybody was butting heads, and we just had to work through the little kinks, and everything all good now. Like, me and my cousin Liberace, we got this project coming up too. Me and my homeboy Diego. Shout out to Diego too. Oh, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheReal3_Wall. Spotify, iTunes, any platform. Get ready to download that Wall High Demand. It's coming soon.
First, it can get wet before it get better. Dripping on these hoes like a faucet, I make them wetter. I'm the really that what they told me, I ain't have to tell them. Certified everywhere I go, got these niggas jealous. First, it can get wet before it get better. Dripping on these hoes like a faucet, I make them wetter. I'm the really that what they told me, I ain't have to tell them. Certified everywhere I go, got these niggas jealous. First, it can get wet before it get better. I'm the really that what they told me, I ain't had to tell them. First, it can get wet before it get better. I'm the really that what they told me, I ain't had to tell them.